Ryan Garcia insists that he could knock out Gervonta Tank Davis. Still, after switching gears and saying he wanted to fight Manny Pacquiao, we're going to talk about that in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. Now, Ryan Garcia, he just doesn't learn. You know, the social media can be a gift and a curse. And although it's afforded him different opportunities through boxing, endorsement deals, and things like that, Ryan Garcia, from what I've seen, he's using social media and kind of like all of his thoughts, waking moments, he kind of puts it out there. And we're going to get through some of the quotes of what he said recently on social media. He says, quote, "Man, I'd still knock Gervonta Davis out then or in the next fight. I don't understand why you guys see Tank Davis as someone that is unstoppable." So he said Ryan is saying that Tank ain't unstoppable. He says, "In my honest opinion, I don't think Gervonta can beat Luke Campbell. There are some people that he could beat, Tank or Manny. We'll let the people decide, but Tank got mad that I wanted to fight Manny. I don't think Lomachenko can beat Tank Davis. I just talk about what I see from an outside perspective or to keep Tank off of him. He just has an advantage in technicality, and that's the only thing that goes so far. So Tank will knock out Lomachenko if they were to fight. Mark my words." Now, very interesting commentary, I guess you could say, from Ryan Garcia. He's saying, and listen, I don't base my boxing talk off of triangle theories, but sometimes you got to look at the who's who and who fought who and do your best to come up with prophecies as to who would win in matches and stuff like that. You know, it could be subjective, but he just said he doesn't feel Tank can beat Luke Campbell, but Tank would knock out Lomachenko. That, to me, that seems odd. Again, it's not about just triangle theories, but Lomachenko beat Luke Campbell. Although he didn't stop him like Ryan Garcia did, he still beat him. Lomachenko, I would say, has received a lot more praise. He has a lot more accolades. He's actually won fights like against good fighters like Gary Russell Jr., Nicholas Walters, you know, things like that. Whereas Luke Campbell, I understand he has an Olympic gold medal, but that doesn't have anything to do with your pro career. And as we've seen it, Luke Campbell, his biggest opponents that he's fought outside of domestic level, he has lost to. It's not a matter of opinion. These are the facts. Jorge Linares dropped, lost a fight. Did pretty good in the second half, lost a fight though. Lomachenko, he hurt Lomachenko, did pretty good in spots. He got hurt himself and almost stopped, lost that fight. He fought some dude, Eva Mendez or Evney Mendez, lost the fight. And then Ryan Garcia did good, dropped Ryan second round. Didn't have what it takes in the second half to keep Ryan off of him. Got stopped, body shot. These are the cold, hard facts. So it's weird that Ryan would suggest that he doesn't believe Tank is superior to a guy Lomachenko beat, but then he also says that Lomachenko can't beat Tank. And I understand the old adage that styles make fights. But even in that, what does Luke Campbell have that Lomachenko doesn't? You know what I'm saying? For example, they're both southpaws, but when they fought, Lomachenko beat Luke Campbell. Ryan Garcia just stopped Luke Campbell. So if you were to say that Tank, his style wouldn't fare well with a person, why would you say, this is just my personal opinion, why would you say Lomachenko, who you believe is technical, that's the guy that Tank will knock out for sure, and he says, mark my words, but then Luke Campbell, you think he wouldn't beat him? Like, that doesn't sound right to me, you know, because most people in this world would say that Lomachenko is better than Luke Campbell, especially since he beat him. you know? And just because you shared the ring with one, he shared the ring with Lomachenko in sparring, but I haven't seen that. I'm talking about pro fights. You share the ring with Luke Campbell. You have this affinity for him. So I hate when fighters do that. Like, it's just like the guy that they shared the ring with. I get that you develop a respect for somebody you fought, but sometimes you see fighters just praise that fighter because they shared the ring with, and to make them try to make their win over that person look better. They prop them up onto like kind of a pedestal, and that's what I kind of feel Ryan is doing here. Is, if any, just me being neutral and looking at the boxing game, I would say Lomachenko has more things to complicate Tank's style, movement, angles, and stuff like that, even though I would favor Tank to beat him. But that being said, I don't see what Luke Campbell is going to do to beat Gervonta Davis. He's a domestic level guy. Lomachenko has beaten guys that are like non-domestic level. Gary Russell is a world champion right now. I think the longest reigning world champion. So that's just, honestly, is such a weird take from Ryan Garcia that he thinks that Lomachenko would get stopped, but Tank can't beat Luke Campbell. Really weird. That's like me saying a welterweight, he can beat Floyd by knockout, Floyd Mayweather, but he can't beat Robert Guerrero. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, Floyd dogged Robert Guerrero, beat him, and most people think Floyd is superior to Robert Guerrero. So why would you say that this guy could knock Floyd Mayweather out? Like, what do you see in that style matchup where you would say the guy knocks out Floyd Mayweather? And I'm not comparing Lomachenko to Floyd Mayweather. I'm just giving an independent analogy, But you would say that Robert Guerrero, he can't beat, but he can knock Floyd Mayweather out. Like I said, to me, it doesn't make sense. Basically, long story short, you're saying the person most people believe to be the superior fighter, mark your words, that person's getting knocked out. But then the person that lost to what most people believe is the superior fighter, you're saying he can't beat. And again, I understand that with certain stylistic matchups, like certain guys struggle with brawlers or big punchers, or some guys struggles with a technical boxer. But when we're comparing Lomachenko's style and attributes to Luke Campbell, what makes you believe that Luke Campbell, it's not like he's this crazy menacing puncher. They're both southpaws. Lomachenko's a 2-time gold medalist. Luke Campbell's a 1-time gold medalist. I just don't see anywhere in that equation. They both fought, and Lomachenko beat him, Luke Campbell. So I just don't see anywhere in that equation where you would say that. So it just sounds like Ryan's just saying something because he's trying to big up his win. Now, lastly, Ryan Garcia he's talking a lot. He's doing interviews. I'll still knock out Tank. But you've already tried that angle and said if Tank doesn't fight you next, then his whole career is ruined and tainted and legacy is shot and nobody will respect him. And then you switch gears and said you're fighting Pacquiao, and now we don't even know if that's going to happen. So this is the gift and the curse, people, for social media. It sounds good, but people wanted to see you. You keep saying 2 rounds and I'm going to knock Tank out and he must fight me next. But then in the same breath, you said you got such a bigger fight that you can't fight him next. So I feel Ryan is not developing new fans with this behavior just by saying this, that, and the third, because ultimately boxing fans want action. They don't want to hear a bunch of talk about 2 rounds and you holding your fingers up and you'll knock him out still, but you're not going to fight him next. So they're talking about Ryan Garcia could fight against Javier Fortuna. That's a tough fight, not a bad fight, but you're setting yourself up for disappointment when you keep talking about the Pacquiaos of the world, the Tanks of the world, dangerous southpaws, bigger names, and then you fight anything anybody with a smaller brand than that. So, that's my little 2 cents. Take it or leave it. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Would Ryan beat Tank? What do you think of his recent comments? To me, they're a bit weird, but again, that's my opinion. Drop yours in the comment section. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.
So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.